My stunt double weighed in again. Now y'all can put this one up. At Angel, Reese exhibiting more intestinal fortitude than most members of Congress. Keep standing, Angel. Again, I wish members of Congress and other elected officials that always go along to get along were not so giddy about getting invited to the White House, that they would stand up for their constituents and stand up for what is just right and good for the everyday people of this country, instead of worrying about what is good and just for them. And listen to what actress Sherri Shepherd said about this foolishness from Jill Biden. Yeah, she had something to say as well.
No, you never invite the losing team to the White House. I know you want Iowa to vote for your husband, but stop it.
Oh my goodness.
Now
Stop it indeed. And as other people like Shannon Sharpe and others have jumped in here to remind the Bidens who actually put them in the White House, but they got to be reminded of that because, again, black folks, what is happening, this whole dynamic with Angel and Caitlyn is bigger than Angel and Caitlyn. I hope y'all all understand this. This is a larger proxy for systemic problems in this country. This is exactly what this is about, and is how black women and then black people in general are disrespected time and time again, and the double standard, quadruple standard, hundredruple standard that we are faced with compared to other folks in this country. So in her interview, Angel pointed out that Joe Biden himself slighted her and her team, LSU, even before the entire tournament itself. Take a look.
Well, apparently she was supposed to come to our locker room before the game, but we said no.
Before the game?
Yeah, she was supposed to come to our locker room and go to Iowa's locker room. I don't know if she talked to them. I don't know if she did, but we said we didn't want to. We didn't want her coming to the locker room. I think Joe Biden had put somebody else to win a national championship. He didn't put us on his bracket to get out of Baton Rouge. So I was like, bet.
Oh, you weren't even on the bracket.
We weren't even out of. No, we didn't even get out of Baton Rouge. I think that he said we were gonna lose to Michigan.
Wow, I mean, Angel got receipts, baby. Okay, she better than Santa Claus. She making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. And guess what? The Biden's been awfully, awfully naughty. You better go ahead. Angel Reese for Congress, baby. That's gonna be my next campaign, Lance. I'm gonna manage the campaign. Yeah. We're gonna do this. We're gonna send that little sister, send her all the way to Congress, because that's how you drive. That is exactly how you drive.
I'm so here for this.
Oh, I'm here for this too. So I want to go back to something I said in the earlier tweet, that Angel is exhibiting more intestinal fortitude than most members of Congress. That is a fact. That is. And she's not going for the okie doke from the Bidens and the other brunch bunch neoliberals, the same neoliberals who caved to Biden's Warhawk military budget. Let's put up this headline. US Senate passes a record $858 billion Defense Act spending bill to Biden. Or this headline from last summer, Biden urges Democrats to advance a healthcare bill without climate programs, giving in to Manchin's ultimatum. And while we own this point, sisters and brothers and family friends, Manchin is out there talking about he may run for president, which I'm all for. Because see, I ain't one of those. I believe that in this representative democracy, people should run if they feel like they want to run, baby. Get out there. The water is fine. But I'm just got to put out that point. This is the same person that was wined and dined and invited to the White House and invited to Delaware, and president just falling over for this dude. And now this dude is considering running for president. Hey, Manchin, run. I say, hell, anybody that want to run, jump on in there. This is America. You should be able to run. Or yes, letting the much needed child tax credit. Let me get back on track here. The much needed child tax credit expire without putting up a damn fight. Put up this headline right here. The Democrats' failure of the year, and the award for doing nothing to help the American people goes to the Democrats' failure of the year, letting the expanded child tax credit die. As a policy, the 2021 expansion was historically successful, cutting childhood poverty nearly in half, but it died by politics this year. Can it be revived in 2023? And you know what, Lancey, I'm tired of it, because children are going hungry. So can it be revived? We gotta wait for them to revive this. but yet and still bipartisan passage of the military budget, bipartisan passage of all kinds of nonsense, but can't get bipartisanship passage on making sure that we pull children out of poverty. So again, the spirit of Angel Reese needs to come and rain down on these damn Democrats and the Republicans too. I ain't gonna let the Republicans off the hook. But Lance, the reason why I'm going so hard in the paint, pun intended, like taking it to the hole, pun intended, is because the Democrats enjoy over 90% of the African American vote, but yet this is how we're treated.
Didn't they also get more money than they asked for in the Pentagon budget? Like to the tune of billions of dollars? Isn't that wild? It's like we're always told, especially like leftists or progressives, how are we gonna pay for it? How can we afford this? Like there's just no way to make this work. The numbers aren't there. I'm sorry, it's gonna rack up the deficit or problems like that. Do you want 20 extra billion dollars to make weapons and bombs? Sure. Did you audit yourself recently and like a lot of that money is unaccountable for? Take more. Here's more billions of dollars. Like it just seems, especially like from an outsider perspective, like madness sometimes. And yeah, like I can't imagine what it's like being an American. It's going to be deeply frustrating.
Oh, it's deeply frustrating. It is maddening. And I do not, let me repeat this for the record, Lance. I don't want the GOP, I want them sweetnesses to think I forgot about them. They did just cowards, all the way just cowards. They bend the knee to the gun lobby. I mean, even just what happened in Tennessee, we can name, we listed all the major mass shootings at school sites over the years. And I swear these fools, they just will not move. And these members of Congress could really learn a thing or two or three or four from Angel Reese to get some intestinal fortitude, for God's sakes. Please get some intestinal fortitude. Angel Reese, baby, if somebody gets this message to you, run, Reese, run, is what I say.